Hey, what's up? Welcome to my kitchen. It's your favorite cook, Kirby. Today I'm gonna be cooking a pork loin and some roasted veggies in my air fryer. I'm kind of trying to make like full meals out of, my cooks on the air fryer. So I've been wanting to use a rotisserie, and I finally got something that I can cook on it. So no further ado, let's get into the recipe. Okay, so we're gonna start off. We're gonna be using a Ziploc bag so we can marinate our pork loin. So we're gonna go ahead and just prep this really quick. And we're gonna be putting about 1/4 of a cup of Worcestershire sauce. Okay, now into that we're gonna be putting 1 teaspoon of salt. We're gonna go ahead and add one teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 of a teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 tablespoon of dried parsley. We're gonna go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of chili powder. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and squeeze 1/2 of a lime into this bag. Go ahead and bring this up more so that way it doesn't squeeze all over the place. You don't want to squirt nothing. Okay, then just go ahead and give this a nice mix. Okay, so I have my pork loin here all trimmed up. So now we're gonna just go ahead and drop it in our plastic bag. Okay, so you want to just go ahead and just mix everything. You want to massage all that marinade in there. Now note, you can actually put some fresh cut onions, fresh garlic, fresh parsley, cilantro in there. Anything that you feel that'll add a little bit of touch of flavor. Definitely some onions would have been nice in here. Yeah, that's it. So that little marinade will cover up this whole loin. This is about a 2-pound pork loin. So you just want to go ahead and let out all the air on it and seal it up. So I'm gonna let this marinate for at least an hour. If you can let it sit overnight, even better. But yeah, just let it marinate and let those flavorings just get all into the meat, and you should be good. But at least let it sit for at least an hour. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge and we'll get back to you. Okay, so while our pork loin is marinating, I'm gonna go ahead and prep our mushrooms. So while the pork loin is cooking, I'm actually gonna cook some asparagus and mushrooms down on the bottom. And then in the meantime, I'm gonna prep up some mashed potatoes. So we want nice big chunks, so we just wanna slice these in half. If you get big mushrooms, maybe like this one, I could probably do 1/4. Yeah, but I like big chunks of mushroom, especially when they're roasted. Leaves a good texture and a good bite to it. So you get like that little crispy, crunchy outside exterior where it's kind of charring a little bit, and then you get into the inside of it, it's nice and mushy. Grilling them is probably my favorite way. Just put them in, I season them, put them in a grill basket, and just let them get that nice, perfect texture from the grill. But we're gonna be, basically roasting these in our air fryer today, so it'll kind of achieve the same effect. Okay, so we're gonna prep our asparagus. Some people say to bend it and snap it, and that's the portion that you cook from the top. But look at how much you're wasting if you were to get rid of the rest of this. So basically what I do is I just cut it right there at the end, get rid of that little nasty piece, because that is actual good to go. So we're gonna just go ahead and cut these in about 1.5 inch to about 2-inch portions. And instead of getting rid of half of that asparagus, we got more product to work with. So we're just gonna basically just trim all these up, section them, and then we'll get onto seasoning everything. Alright, same thing with this one, except for we're going to be doing this a little different. So we're going to just go ahead and throw in our mushrooms and asparagus into the Ziploc bag. Since we're on the marinating stage of everything, this will give us enough time to get these seasoned as well. Now you want to go ahead and drizzle a little bit of olive oil down in this bag. Then you want to add a little bit of salt and pepper. That's a white Himalayan salt, by the way. So I went ahead and just eyed this. It's about 3 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. Go ahead and give everything a nice mix. Go ahead and leave the air in there for right now. We can just bounce everything back and forth. If it looks a little dry, go ahead and add a little bit more olive oil. Alright, so there you have it. We have our mushrooms and asparagus marinated and seasoned. So we're going to just go ahead and let this marinate while the pork is marinating. This is actually going to go in the air fryer about halfway of the cook time of the pork. Then that way we could drop it in there and then it could get some of those juices, the drippings from the pork, and also kind of crisp up a little bit. So in the meantime, I guess we're gonna start some mashed potatoes. You can check out that video. I'm gonna be doing mashed potatoes in the Instant Pot. So after this video, go ahead and check that video out for me. Alright, so our pork loin has been marinating for over an hour. So we want to go ahead and take it out. Now my air fryer has the rotisserie feature. This is the rotisserie rack. Basically it's got like 2 little prongs here that stabs into the meat and you just put it on here. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking this end and then just pushing it through. So let's go ahead and get this pork loin out. The smells on it is fantastic, let me tell you. Okay, so you just want to go in one end. Okay, just as so. It wasn't hard to push through. This has like a little piercing end right here. It's not too sharp. It's not, it's not gonna hurt you or anything. But now what we want to do is we want to leave a little space on each side because it is going to be rotating. So I'm going to go this way. Okay, go ahead and put your thing there. And then what you want to do is you want to just get your meat up there and stab it through. Okay, now you want to just go ahead and lock this in place. It's just got the little screw on top. You just tighten it down so that way it doesn't move. And then now we can do the same thing on the other side here. Just go ahead and stab that down. And then we're going to just tighten it up. Okay, so that's it there. So all we got to do, get our air fryer preheated and put this bad boy in there. Alright, so for my air fryer, the Nuwave Brio 10 quart, it has a vent on top. If I leave the vent open, that's basically like I'm frying something. If I close it, then it keeps the moisture in, and it allows like a oven cook. So I'm gonna be kind of like baking this, roasting it. So we're gonna go ahead and preheat our air fryer at 360 degrees, and we're gonna be heating the rotisserie. And we're gonna be setting for 25 minutes. Okay, so we just go ahead and get started. Be good to go. All right, so our air fryer is up to temperature. All right, so we're gonna be placing our pork loin in the little section here. There we go. Yeah, it'll fit just like that. So now we got the rotisserie going. As you can see, it's spinning right there. So about 15-minute mark, I'm going to open it up, see how it's doing. If it looks like it's close to 145 degrees, what I'll do is I'll put my veggies that we prepped earlier and I'll put them there in the bottom so those can roast up. If it needs a little bit more time, then I'll hold off on the veggies. But yeah, we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Alright, so we hit the half mark for this here. So we're gonna go ahead and temp it. Alright, looks like we're on track. The internal temp right now is at 125. So let's go ahead and get in our mushrooms and asparagus. Okay, so we kind of just want to, you know, spread these around, not where they're underneath the pork loin, just like around the sides. That way, don't mess with the rotisserie. All right. Go ahead and close this up, let it finish off. Now we do have another 10 minutes, but like I said before, we're going for a temperature of at least 145 degrees. If the roast isn't at 145 degrees, I'm gonna have to go a little bit longer, but we'll check back in about 10 minutes. All right, the moment of truth, folks. We're gonna find out if this pork roast is up to temp. 146 degrees. I'm not sure if you can see that. Yep, you can see it. 47. So that's perfect. So what we're gonna do is take it out of the air fryer. Okay, so you basically want to do is you just want to get a little bit of foil paper. We're gonna just go ahead and take this out, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this rest. So go ahead and place it on your foil paper just as so. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and wrap it. Okay. Look at that mushroom. Nice and tender. Oh yeah, that's got good flavor right there. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take these and put them in a plate and cover them up. That way they stay nice and hot. Okay, so we have our pork roast that we just pulled out of the air fryer. We're gonna let this rest for about 10 minutes, okay? It read at 147 degrees. Perfect temperature for cooking pork. So I'm gonna just let it rest and then let some of those juices get back in there. We'll unwrap it, take out everything, and then we'll give it a slice. And then we'll see how it tastes from there. I can tell you right now, this smells wonderful. Along with those mushrooms and asparagus, this is gonna be a great meal. All right, so it's been 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and get into our pork. Okay, it's not too hot now. Let's go ahead and take out these prongs. There we go. All right, now it's time to get into this bad boy. It's nicely tender. Let's try this pork out. Oh yeah. You get all the seasoning. Everything that I put in that marinade, you get everything. It's a little salty. You know, you get the lime, the Worcestershire. Very, very good. All right, so all that's left to do is just plate this bad boy. Well, there you have it, folks. Beautiful plate with some pork loin, very juicy pork loin, some creamy mashed potatoes, and some roasted mushrooms and asparagus and some Parmesan. This stuff is beautiful. Well, that's it for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions about this cook, or you just want to say anything in general, go and leave it down in the comment section. And while you're at it, hit the like button. Y'all be beautiful and take care.